apologize. Most of the time we're recording on this phone. Yeah, we're not doing like a in studio shoot or whatever. So probably record with the front facing camera because we want to see the comments and stuff like that. But outside of me telling you guys that, we just got to deal with it like that. You know what I mean? You just got to deal with it. Yeah, what it is until um this channel picks up on, you know what? I'm just gonna get back to my workout. I just want to put that out there. Anyway, I'm listening to Jason and Ryan Clark on the Pivot Podcast. They had this 2 days ago. I was going to listen to it while I get to the workout.
This is the podcast beef, James. I'm gonna tell the world about our one beef.
You know what I mean?
We were talking about the rest about it, and I said that I see it differently when a woman hits a man as opposed to a man hitting a woman. You commented on it, and because I haven't remember, I'm still checking about this because I haven't remember text. Right? One thing, we actually weren't fighting or debating. We were having conversations because a lot of times, especially on social media, they can't recognize that two adult men who respect one another are having a conversation. So I wanted to take it offline and do that. When you explained, okay, that you had been through this with a young man and had to protect him, that just didn't register to me, right? Because like the way I see it is if a young man is putting his hands on a woman, not only is it the emotional and the mental toll and the abuse of that trauma, there's just a physical mismatch that I just don't feel like a woman can overcome.
Okay.
I don't feel like there can be some sort of emotional imprisonment or mental imprisonment, but you have the physicality in most cases to remove yourself. You explain to me now, because I still didn't truly get what you were explaining to me. Can you explain to me now why you see domestic abuse the same from both sides? I need to see that post, brother, because I don't know. My mother was abused, and I was here from both families. I think I may have came from an angle of us not really knowing what happened. But to your question about physicality being enough for me to stop this, that ain't it. It's the emotions.
Yep.
One of my martial art instructors said, emotions are great sons but poor masters. When you got the move, you become their slave. What stops a man from doing this? What stops a man from alcoholism? What stops a man from abandoning his children? Any struggle. What is that? It's fear. And mentally and emotionally unhealthy, you can't govern anything. You see in boxing when a fighter gets in the swimmers and you got one that's still poised, bang, 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 bang. You got one that's being aggressive and one being assertive, only punching when one is there. The one who is a slave to his emotions gets knocked out. So until a man can learn how to navigate his emotions without succumbing to them, stop running from them, and start facing them, he's always going to be that slave.
Okay.
Road rage and anger. It was in Iowa, Michigan, two brothers, white brothers, with their families. It's heart-wrenching. Got into an argument. Pulls up on the parking lot and shoot each other to death. And I got the pictures because I love putting faces with situations like that. And I asked him, how do you think those two men feel dying in their blood, their warm blood in their bodies, and their children and wives crying over them in that moment? You think they probably said, man, if I could hit rewind. See, that's what it does when you're an emotionally stable man. You can hit rewind before you push play. You can see it unfold and say, this is not advantageous for me to do this.
I did.
Time to abort.
Mhm.
But as long as culture promotes, first and foremost, I apologize, brother, because this is something I learned. It's not about the intent, it's about the impact of the intent.
Mhm.
So like, I believe it may have even hurt you to some extent. What I mean by that is like, I'm kind of challenging you in front of people. We know each other. I should have hit you both on the phone. So I apologize for that publicly. Actually, yeah, seriously. And I got reminded of that recently with a popular rapper. And I just agreed with an old hometown friend of mine who made a statement about something he said. I get a text message with a screenshot of what I said and said, OG, this hurt me.
Damn.
And I looked at that,
Damn.
and the Most High was like, you got to understand, you're my ambassador. You
Mm.
speak when I speak to you and through you.
Mm.
You know, but I called it, brother. You know, apologize, hey, man. I want to thank you sharpening me because I'm not my own level. When I see what my life is like, Joshua, I'm not my own. What you see, it really ain't me, it's him in me. I need to be very clear when I speak because I represent him. This is why people don't believe. The scripture say the unbelievers blaspheme my God because of believers. You see? So here it is. I knew it. I said, no one, which is fine, which is great. I'm not doing that. So I'm positive that because you're my man. That's the thing. Like it ain't gonna be very well. That was also though my respect for you wasn't gonna make me do that publicly. Yeah, you know, like I know him. We can. But that actually make it even worse than what I did. You know, so it's like it's so. And that's why we always have to be on guard. You gotta keep on the flesh because at any given moment, that's why stay home. That's why challenge people. You know, like I don't. If I'm in that position, I don't that. But condemnation closes the door.
So, um, I respect everything that was said. I was, and the reason why I respect everything that was said because here you have two guys that are dominant in their fields. You know, Ronnie Clark, Truthh Podcast is booming. They're successful. Jason don't necessarily like do a podcast. You know, he drops videos and you know he has his I don't even know what I want to call it. Like I don't even know if like Taekwondo or whatever, but he has this little dojo or whatever where he teaches boys how to become men. Honestly, age ain't got nothing to do with it. It's more up here and in here. We talk about is like mentally and emotionally, helping guide them through different life lessons and you know, he puts that into I don't know if it's karate or what he got going on, but very intelligent brother. Again, dominating in his field and really, really contributing to society in that way, like helping a lot of those guys overcome a lot of things. And then again, the videos and stuff that he dropped too, do be dropping some bombs, man, in a good way, in a very, very positive way. And I definitely salute that brother for doing that. And I got to salute both of them. The fact that Ryan Clark was like, I ain't even gonna do this, even though this would be good for social media. You know, to see two guys that's popular kind of go back and forth, difference of opinion. But the fact that he reached out to him, it was like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that, man. I got this man's number, and like a man, I'm gonna reach out and we're gonna have a conversation behind closed doors. Ain't gotta unfold on the internet, which is what most people want to see. So definitely got to give it up to Ryan Clark because even what's in it, even That's what I mean. Even Jason said, like, yo, bro, for you to do that, it speaks volumes. The fact that I didn't even do that before you did it, like, I appreciate you for that, man. Most guys don't understand that. But the fact that he, like he said, was able to hit rewind, have a conversation, and they were able to solve all their issues and their problems behind closed doors. That's a win. That's definitely a win. But I wanted to hear more about like the domestic violence thing. Like, what are their thoughts behind like domestic violence when it happens to a man versus when it happens to a woman? Because I was thinking this, man. I think that everybody, I don't care who you are, child, I don't care, man, woman, whatever, but man and woman, don't be putting your hands on nobody, bro. As a man, you should be putting your hands on a woman. As a woman, you should be putting your mother loving hands on a man. Keep your hands to your mother loving self, man. Like most of the time, we all agree. "Mm, mm, That ain't your kid. You don't need to be trying to discipline them in that manner or whatever. As a grown adult, why in the world can we not have a conversation? And if somebody says something or do something that's disrespectful, just walk away. Like, what is that? Come on, brother. That's what you decide to play right here behind this Muslim man. Oh, am I being punked? You ain't got no headphones. Like, what's going on? But yeah, as a man, as a woman, keep your hands to your mother loving self and only be having this conversation. Now, my thoughts on what was said. In most cases, I do believe that men do possess the physical strength to be able to stop certain things from happening, right? But even in that sense, bro, like if somebody is charging at you and they swinging and they wailing, like, bro, like, how in the world am I gonna stop this person? Somebody, 9 times out of 10, gonna end up getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? And it might be the aggressor. And in that case, who's wrong? Honestly, if you got somebody that's being aggressive towards you, they coming towards you, and you have to stop or defend yourself, who's wrong in that case? I don't know. I haven't been in that situation, but I'm literally just asking the question because it's kind of hard for me to be able to understand, like, at what point does that person, again, get control of your mother love emotions just because somebody that did something or said something that you don't agree with, they have caused you to be upset. That don't give you the right to put your hands on them or use a weapon. Because I've also seen that in the news, man. There was this young lady that found out that her boyfriend was stepping out. Okay? And this is a young girl. I'm talking about, I think she was still in high school or something like that. And she took a gun, took it upon herself to end that other's life. Like, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing? And also, when it comes to those type of situations, relationships and stuff, because that's most of the time when it happens, like domestic violence and stuff. You got two people that are in a relationship, and most of the time, somebody that said something or they did something, and they think just because they see certain things on social media, because that man, that gets up under my skin. You know, if a guy think that he gonna step out or do this or whatever, I don't put my hands on. If a guy says something that I don't like, if they always use the N word, I can't stand it. The little ninja emoji or whatever. if they say if my ninja think that I'm gonna tolerate any disrespect or whatever, then yeah, I'll put my hands on them. And then you got women down in the comments, like, bro. Now imagine this, right? If the shoe was on the other foot, and you had guys out there that say, "Yo, if my girl think that saying something to me or being disrespectful towards me is acceptable, that I'm gonna do this," like you know how, man, you gonna that account is gonna get banned. You ain't gonna never be able to see step foot on that platform anymore. Like it's over for you. But the fact that we have allowed stuff like this to go down, where again you have women that are just flat out just saying, "Yo, I feel you. I rock with what you saying, and I'm a one up that." It's crazy, man. Society, how things are going right now, everything is just getting crazy. Like, let me see what's going on. Okay, we got a comment in there. Bro, this is crazy. I don't understand why you can't put headphones on, though. Like, you were literally blasting this music at 8 o'clock. Oh, it's 9 now. I've been here since like 7, 8 something. But you blasting this music, bro. Come on, man. Anyway, let me go ahead and knock this thing out. What do y'all thought? I see you got some comments and stuff down below. What y'all talking about? Oh, everybody just saying hello. What's good? What up, peeps? I'm gonna do this little quick little workout and whatever. Little workout. But yeah, man, I just I can't quite put my finger on it. I just don't get that, bro. I don't get it. Well, at least he did that there clean up, which I don't understand. But come on, man. Like I would much rather him just put some earphones on. Interfere with my little workout I got going on here and my little convo. I'm gonna move y'all real quick because I gotta put my other phone on, man. Let this thing cook. I apologize for the quality. I know it has switched up because we're using the front facing camera. I know. Is that a damn mosquito? Bro, was that a mosquito? I know you lying. Yeah, we ain't gonna be here too much longer. I still gotta get back. What time is it? All right, so we're gonna spend the next, let's say roughly around about 10 minutes. 10 minutes, get a little pump in. So this is gonna be like a little quick little circuit workout. I call it the drainer. No, I'm just so draining. Man, this is crazy, bro. I mean, like, shut that mess up. It's too early in the morning. It is too early in the morning for that, bro. Yeah, boy, look. The freak. What's going on right now? Am I being punked? Am I being punked, bro? This is crazy. I'm gonna back this up because I need to be able to see everything. 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 Mhm. Are you ready? All right, let's get this pump in, my boy. Like, I don't know. I want that to be angle it down a little bit. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna back up just a tad. Like, all right. No, now you make it hard forever. Yes. Oh, yeah. Back up, Tigger. Back up, Tigger. Well, I tell you, no music is better than trash music. That's all I'm gonna say. No music. No music. I'll take that. I'll take. Almost finished with this water, my butt. Wow. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Let's get this work. Not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Not bad, no. Nice little quick little pony. Bring it to the center flag. All right, let's get out of here. Who we got? Almost 9:30. It means we got decent enough time to shower, decent enough time to grab a little something to eat and take a nap. Y'all be easy. Peace.